my microphone and the game audio. If anything needs changing, would appreciate it.
Congratulations, you have completed your first race. Now I'll give you a quick primer before starting your career. Your career spans 5 different volumes, each built around a different type of car passion. From hot hatchbacks and vintage sports cars to grand touring cars and formula racers, you will drive and collect the greatest cars in the world. But first, I'll guide you through a short 3-race qualifying series.
This is exactly like the demo. If you played it at the beginning, it's slightly different in the career. I played the career last night for about 2 hours. I'm only allowed to stream the first 2 hours of this, so I'm trying to get through this beginning quickly so I can get into stuff that people haven't seen. So I may just leave the easy settings on just to quickly get through it.
Your first qualification race takes place at Lime Rock Park, known for its flowing elevation changes and rural setting. We've assembled a roster of truly iconic cars from the Super Street volume to use for qualifying. All these cars have been upgraded to be evenly matched.
I got some free upgrades for the 10 year, and I'd got 2 extra cars at the beginning of this. Now, because I wanted to stream this, I wanted to obviously delete the save game. It was the only thing I could think of. I think I used that one last night. Yeah, they must be in different order. Yeah, I used that one last night for 2, and it was awful. But these cars are basic anyway.
Now let's
pretty similar.
Customize it to really make it yours. These designs were created by other players in our vibrant community of painters. You can choose one to apply to your car for free. Are you ready to start your race in this car?
Still blown away by how people design them. I've played with it myself. I've made one, I think, in the 10 years of FORZA. Made a Derby County car. Quite good actually, not bad to say it was my first attempt.
Every race has an objective. For this qualifying race, you must finish in 3rd place or better in order to advance. Select Start Race to begin.
I'm also playing this with the Twitch stream screen on, which is
technology. Each driver is as unique and competitive as the players who trained them.
Hopefully you're getting the audio. Let me know in the chat if you're not. I'd like to know if you are getting the microphone and game sound correctly. Can you please just let me know? Any questions, feel free. As you can see, the driver tars are all here as well. That's a good idea to look at them while you're into a major corner. But I drive like a madman anyway. Let's get out of my way. Exactly. If you find me in your driver talk race, you want to keep it clear because I just barge through. Interesting your thoughts of the dynamic music in the background. I was thinking this last night. It adds quite a bit of coolness to it. Quite like it. Of course, anybody who's not played the demo, I'll give you an idea of what's coming up. They're literally taking you through a 3-race series just to get you into the game, to basically learn your controls and camera settings. Then you're going to see some new things. You're going to see the hood, you're going to see the very controversial mod system, which anybody who doesn't know, the mod system is basically like FIFA cards and golf. Remember Tiger Woods PGA when they put the cards in that gave you boost? Well, that's exactly what they've done here. Some people are going absolutely crazy about it. You can purchase with in-game credits. Now, a bit of luck last night. So I've already had 2-3 hours on this last night, but I'm only allowed to stream first 2 hours of the career, so that's why you get in the beginning. On the little bit you get, after you level up, you get a free roll of like a slot machine, which can give you cash, can give you cars. Well, unbelievably last night, which I wish I'd been filming it actually, I got 1 million credit. It was the big one in the middle that you can get, and I got 1 million. So what I did, I went and instantly bought the highest pack, 300,000 credits. Now that's one thing that pleased me. I could buy every pack, even the highest, with credits that I'd earned in game. So that's a good thing, which really pleased me. So I'm not sure if there's any, real money purchases. I've not even looked into that, and to be honest, I don't want to. Hiya Splatty, if you can hear me, mate, can you tell me you can hear the audio clear and the gaming audio? I'd like to know if you can. I'd appreciate it. So I've got all the levels, because I'm going to upload this to the YouTube anyway, so people can have a look who are not watching live. If you've got any questions, feel free. Brilliant, mate, that's great. Appreciate it. Like I've just been saying before, if you got in the room, if I'm only allowed to stream 2 hours, so that's why I'm trying to rush through this. I'm going to leave the settings as it is on easy, so I can rush through the bit that anybody's played the demo will have seen. And like I say, this first intro is just literally showing you what the things is, it's telling you about experience points and XP.
Increases your driver level and affinity level. I'll share more details on these in the coming races.
I must admit, if you've not played the demo, there's a bit coming up in a little while. You're playing 3 races here, and then it takes you to Indianapolis in some special race, and that, I just think that's the god-awful thing, and I'll show you why when I get on it, which won't be long. But anyway, it's telling you next race, so this is a good race in the dark.
We're off to a night race at the Yas Marina circuit. With track temperatures cooling after sunset, your car's tires won't provide as much.
Yeah, I mean, Splatty, it does look great.
Without going over it in order to win here.
You'll see the rain in a little while as well. I'm a bit undecided about the rain. I was talking privately to friends about the demo. The rain effects on the road are some of the best, if not the best, mechanical things I've ever seen. By that I mean that there's literal puddles on the floor that are massive. You'll see in a little while, and you hit a puddle. Now some say it's not that realistic, but you run through a puddle, whether it's in the middle of the track or anything, you completely lose traction, and I'd go as far as to say it actually throws you off.
Start the race, select mods, and I'll introduce you to this powerful new feature.
It's great effects on the road. I didn't like the effects on the rain effects themselves. It just looks a bit washed out, but you'll see that next while. Anyway, we're going to the mods now. It's telling you to go to the mods. If you've not seen it,
give you a whole new
I'll let you
way to
listen.
fine-tune your experience. Whether you want to go even faster or raise the stakes, mods give you the tools to make it happen.
Now you see, this is the controversial bit.
To open it and see what mods you get.
But as I've said, I've got 39,000 in-game credits. I can buy that one, it gives you for free.
Here. Then press A, and I'll show you how to apply them.
And as you can see, the first one is in boost, 10%. That gives you an extra grid position. That gives you a grip specialist, but it's only on the Yas Marina track, which I think we might be on. I'm not sure. But then it says go to recommended, so you go to the, and you can pick one.
Some mods are permanent, while others are good for only one race.
What you'll also notice, where it says uncommon, because it's blue, it's like an RPG kind of feel. Some people are going to really get upset by this. I'm not the ones that lose my mind over it, but the problem I have with it doesn't belong in an arcade racer or a sim racer. In fact, it just doesn't. It's adding things that, to me, and I know you have to use them, but I'm using them just because they're there. I just want to see if this is the Yarm. Oh, it's actually making me buy one, so I'll have that one. You put it in. As I say, this is kind of walkthrough, so it's giving you.
Your first mod.
I'm trying to think which racetrack am I on. Is it actually giving it me? I can't really see. That's the information I need. I don't know if it was the Yars Marriott thingy. What's the score with the DLC? I have no idea on DLC Splatty at all, mate. Seriously, I mean, the usual Forza rules will apply, I think. I've had a couple of free gifts for being, you know, being loyal and all this, and with the Forza hub. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go into the mods and show you. Look, they give you that pack for free. Now I can buy mods, but as I click it, I've got 39,000 credits, so I can buy a 12,000 pack, and it's literally like any pack system you've seen in any game that these kind of guys do. A base pack gives you what you can buy. That just gives you a crew and dare pack. As it goes up, like I said, last night I was fortunate enough to hit the 1 million on the spin that you'll see in a second after this race, and I bought the biggest pack. So I can tell you now that no real money's passed hand. It's all in-game credits so far. So I'll just waste money on a pack to show you. And we've all seen these before. Weight reduced. Use that one. The dare ones are really weird. They're like extra ones. Like it's like an extra kind of task, a quest within a race. Like it says, braking line only. Hit the object to earn 10% extra credit. There's some really weird ones. Grip Technician allows extra grip. That's a good one. I might use that now in this race. Chassis gives you minus weight and extra weight as well. That one's a rare one. It's 3. Suggested line off the cockpit camera only. Like I say, this kind of thing to me is messing with the game. I don't know. I'm undecided. I'll use this one, the crew. I don't know if it's going to let me actually. No, it's not letting me. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not back in, so I'll go to the mods. Let me find the crew one. I will use that one, look. Oh, wait a minute, no I won't. I'll use that one. Oh, no, this is another one. It's telling you which track, look. That one's available on Watkins Glen. That one's available on Yes Marine. I don't even know if I'm on Yes Marine, but I'm going to use it anyway. But anyway, let's crack on with the race, because I want to get into stuff you won't have seen in the demo. As I said, for any more people in the room, you're only allowed to stream 2 hours of the career mode, so I'm trying to get through the bit you'll all have seen. If you've got any questions, guys, feel free to drop them in the comments. I can see the comments. And if you've got to go anytime soon, I am going to upload this to Cranky Gamer's YouTube channel, so be there. And as you can see, the driver tars in action. Obviously, if I don't read the comments while I am racing, you can understand, because it's hard to race and read comments at the same time. So if you've got any, I'll do it at the end of each race. Like I say, for anybody who's not played the demo, this intro is literally just taking you through the ways that the game works, the career mode works. The brakes are crap on that car, maybe braked a bit late. Somebody's just caught me from behind, thank you very much. Also, you'll see at the bottom the usual Y to rewind. See your question. So it limits things to tracks. Some of the cards are specifically tracks, yeah, so... And as for tracks, don't ask me how many there is. I've got a real bee in my bonnet about Forza tracks. You will see already in this demo, you'll see a track that's been in every single Forza. And I think it's about time we had a lot more new ones. What you will notice, I'll tell you this now, that some of the tracks you'll recognise, it's like they've had a makeover, like all around it. It's like, you know, it's the track that's been in Forza, but it looks like polished up all around it, and it's a bit weird. I can't really explain it. You'll also see things like good turn popping up in the corner and perfect turn and things like that. And obviously you see the racing line on it. I mean, this is going to tell me in a minute I can change the level. Because I've got the level set to really easy. In fact, no, I've got it set to default, which is on the easiest level. You've got loads of assists. I do change it to about medium when I start the career, but I might leave it just to get through the beginning so we can get into the stuff nobody's seen on the demo. What are the servers normally like? Do you mean for multiplayer? If you mean multiplayer, Splatty, I've not touched the multiplayer at all right now because it's obviously a review copy. In the emails and NDA, I think the Forza 10 guys are the Turn 10 guys, sorry, are actually doing some multiplayers this weekend for the review people. I don't know if I'll jump on board. It's time restraints for me. So as for now, there's no point jumping on. I think they actually warn you that in the email that they might not be running, and I think they also say you're not allowed to stream that or show it. But it's out on the 8th anyway. Oh, with older versions, multiplayer. I mean, Forza multiplayer is something I've not really touched. I know that we used to have Cranky Gamers Nights a few years back and it was very popular. It's not because I'm like this with racing game multiplayers, and I don't know if you guys are the same, that you just get too many idiots. And by that, you know, everybody loves a good Forza race, and you was getting online and taking time to make the rooms and going in, and then all of a sudden you get one idiot driving the wrong way around the track. Now, whether they've taken steps to cure that, I don't know. But it was just happening far too many times, and I know you can make private rooms, but, you know, it's not... Private rooms are good for your friends, but it's when you want to test yourself against everybody else in the world. But if you've got idiots, then in a racing game, and I know it's so hard to stop, you can't stop it. I mean, I do believe somebody once told me that used to play it really regular on multiplayer, that they did take steps to anybody that, you know, was messing about could get kicked from the room. I don't know if that's possible, I have no idea. I think we're going to get to the race now in the rain, but wait till we show you that Indianapolis thing. It's mine. That one race I hate, but you're going to see the slot machine thing in a minute.
Each time you increase your driver level, you'll win a prize spin.
I like playing it offline, to be honest. I mean, career mode. The career mode's really big and really in depth. Some say it gets boring.
You could win a credits windfall, mod packs, or even a brand new car.
Here we go. You'll see this spin. And last night, the second spin I got, not this one, I hit the center square, which was 1,000,000 credits, which was great. But I've had to delete my save because I had to start this from scratch and I couldn't find out how to start a new one. So, pressing the button now.
You won a new car.
And there we go. You do that every time you level. So here we go, Circuit of the Americas.
The final qualifying race takes place at the Circuit of the Americas. The most critical section here is the tight corner leading
Actually,
onto the front
this is
straight,
slightly different to the demo, so this bit is new. In the demo, the third race was in the rain. That comes in a little while, but this race I don't think you guys will have seen because it's not in the demo, so this track will be new. Whether it's new to the game, I've got a feeling I've seen it before. One comment I have got, and I don't know if you guys are noticing it, the loading times are a little bit heavy.
If you feel ready for more of a challenge,
here we are, look, we can, this is how we can change it.
And tailor your opponent's skill to be a perfect match for yours.
I mean, when I was playing last night, I instantly put this up. It's on average, above average.
The level of challenge you like. Increasing the difficulty,
I mean, I'll bang it up to above average.
Your credits rewards. Decreasing the difficulty reduces this bonus, but it will be easier to win.
Yeah, as I was saying, loading times are a little bit, some would say probably just a touch longer than you'd like it, because you're skipping from race to race, then, you know. Sorry, Splatty, I mean, jump on the Facebook again and make a post. There is a post on there for people wanting invites. I mean, I'd do it myself, but to be fair, I have no clue how to do it. But what I will say, the invites are running out. Anybody who's read the stories on Microsoft, the invites are running out, so you need to get on it quick. So if anybody wants to throw you an invite, there might be somebody in the room. Hiya, Parmoki. I don't think so, mate. I don't know, because Windows 10 and all this joint job, I know that they're trying to bring them out together. I've not heard if it's coming out on PC. I thought this was just Xbox One exclusive. It's an interesting question, actually. This is the final version, Splatty. There's nothing going to be added, mate, unless they add a day one patch. This is the full digital version that we got sent for review purposes. So unless they put a patch on Tuesday, I don't know. Let's try an extra grid position. I'll take that. Like I said, I'm using these mods and I hate them. I hated them in Tiger Woods, to be fair. You see, interesting thought just come to me. Are we going to be able to use them mods within the multiplayer? Then if we are, then are you creating an environment where somebody's got an advantage? Can you not use them in multiplayer? This is the question. I've got a feeling that they won't be used in multiplayer. I remember this track, it's a good one. As in Forza every time, by the way, I always say this. The start of the tracks is so bunched up every time you play it. The tracks are too narrow, there's too many cars, and it takes about half a lap to get everybody out of the way. Talking of Tiger Woods, the New Earth golf game I've noticed has been reduced. You've played it. New Earth, is that a typo? I mean, the only golf game I've played at the minute is obviously Rory McIlroy, which is an absolute, well, in my opinion, shouldn't have even been released. To say this is supposed to have 2 years developing that, I think that's a joke, to be fair. I have had in my inbox the golf club. We all remember the golf club that was penned to be the next best thing. That apparently is coming out very shortly as I can't remember what it said, a new version. It's not a new version, but like a Game of the Year version. And I was talking about it to Ricky on the podcast. I'm not sure if what that includes, because if anybody, I've not been on that game since about the first 2 weeks of playing it. I thought that was even worse. Yeah, the Rory PGA game is awful. If anybody wants to play it, what I recommend to everybody is pay £4 for EA access, jump on there and then just play 10 hours, because we all said and joked actually when we started, we all joked and laughed that the 10 hours will be enough. Little did we know, it actually was. I think when I finished the demo, I'd got, I think, 8.5 hours left. I think Ricky'd got about 6 hours left. How come he's flying in front of me? I've set the bit better now, aren't they, these driver tours? And it's old Rainbow Zippo off our community, so let's try and catch the lad up. It like a demon. These cars feel very sluggish, by the way, very slow compared to some of the cars you get later. I don't think I'm going to catch him up. I think he might have this race in the bag. I'm not racing too badly, if I'm being honest. Always took that wide though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The acceleration's awful. I'm not going to catch him now, I don't think. 2 or 3 bends. I did notice on the PGA Golf, just going back to that, I've noticed I did get a review copy on the PS4 actually, and not a lot of change, it's the same animal. But I have noticed recently there's been like 3 or 4 big patches for it, so I don't know whether that's improved it. I'm not quite sure. But I'd be interested on the sales figures for that and what EA plans to do with it. Oh, a bit too quick, not know why. You seem to be way quicker than I did. I didn't make too many mistakes, but there you go. That's what you get for higher in the level of the drivatars.
Every time you raise your car's manufacturer affinity level, you receive a credits reward. Congratulations! You've successfully completed
There we
the
are.
qualifying series.
I think we might do that silly Indianapolis race now. Yeah, as I say, Splatty, if you want to watch this later, mate, I shall be uploading the whole 2 hours to our YouTube channel, Cranky Gamers UK, so feel free to have a look on there, or on Twitch, it'll be archived. So yeah, if you've got to go, thanks for tuning in, mate, appreciated. And go and put a post on the Facebook again. I won't knock it off for being repetitive, but just go and ask somebody for an Xbox invite. I'm sure they will.
Welcome to the Super Street volume. Let's learn more about the cars of Super
And this is
Street.
we're getting into the crux of the career now mode. If you're still there, Splatty, drop a message to Steve on Twitter or on Xbox. That's Steve007. I know he's been inviting a lot of people in. He'll probably invite you in.
Our first, and sometimes only, taste of racing comes on the streets. If you love cars, this is where it all starts.
Just listen to
In the
this, it's
empty
interesting.
parking
Just
areas,
listen.
And on the city streets where you race your mates between stoplights. We do this in the very first cars we owned, or the ones we saved up for later. Then we fiddled with the engines and the suspension until they went faster, and added stripes and stickers so they looked faster too. It's the same around the world, whether it's on Japanese mountain roads, on Britain's back lanes, or America's superhighways. We're talking about affordable heroes. Cars
Yeah,
that
mate, it's a
bring
review
performance
copy.
to the people.
It's a review
Whether they're
copy from
smoking around a
Microsoft.
parking lot or
I
hammering
own
along
and
a city circuit you
run
designed
Cranky
yourself.
Gamers UK gaming
They aren't the
podcast.
most
Check us out,
expensive, and they won't win every drag
crankygamersuk.net.
race.
We've got a podcast,
They
8
won't
years
prove one
old,
thing.
over
You
300
don't need
shows. So
$1
yeah, it's
million
just
to sell
our
a big
review
car.
copy. I'm only allowed to
Each
stream the
volume
first 2
contains
hours
3
of the career
series.
mode.
You'll get to
I'm
choose which
currently
car you'll
about
use
half
for
an
each
hour in,
one.
so there's about an hour and a half left, so feel free to stay and watch. And this is the basic career mode now that you won't
You are
have
now
seen in the
entered
demo.
the Challenger series. Each circuit in this series will challenge different aspects of your car and your skill as a driver. Let's go choose what kind of car you'll be driving.
No problem, mate. If you've got any
Each
questions,
division
guys, drop them in the
contains a group
comments.
of
I'll do
cars
my
from a
best to answer
specific
them.
car subculture. Select one of the highlighted divisions below to choose
Here we
a
go.
car
Now,
from its roster.
last night, like I said earlier before people got in the room, I actually played this for about 3 hours last night privately, and I picked the Sports Coupe level. So I'm going to pick a different one this time to just mess it up a bit. I think I might go for Rally Day
If you
Heroes.
recognise
Yep,
the
let's
cars
try
in
this and
this
listen
group,
to the
it's
voice.
because you've seen them on TV, flying through icy forests or clinging to a cliff in some far-flung corner of the world. Based on
We miss old
competition rally
Richard
cars,
Hammond
or
and the
at
Top
least
Gear guys,
inspired by
so
them.
yeah,
They have
wait till they get
all-wheel
back on. Is it
drive,
Netflix
big
or Amazon? I think
turbochargers and
they've
wings more
they've
suited
jumped to
to
Amazon, haven't they, with a
driving.
big paycheck.
You feel like you could drive them anywhere, and that no matter how ambitiously you enter a corner, everything will be okay.
I'll see if I can continue it, because this is just wasting game time. Oh, we anyway. Right, so I can pick a car. Oh, I've got one car to pick from, or I can buy one. I haven't got that many credits, so it looks like I'm stuck with that,
You're all set up to race in the Super Street Challenger series.
which I think is the
Let's
car I've
go.
just been racing with, so that's not too bad. Right, so we're at Watkins Glen next track. So what you will see, Watkins Glen, I'll show you the mods now, as I showed you earlier, where you can use some of them on
The
specific
first
tracks. So I
race of this
think I do
series
have
takes
one
place
for
at
Watkins Glen. Yep.
A course that favors powerful vehicles that can make short work of its steep elevation changes.
So this is new to me now, because I didn't play this last night. So it's what you'll notice in the career already, plenty of variety, which all Forza games have. My problem playing the previous ones, it was just got a little bit boring, because it is the same old, you know, new track, new car. Sometimes I have a play about with the I tell you what I've not seen, actually. I've not even touched it, because I wanted to just get this out. The car designs, we all know Forza was famous for its car design, paintwork. I haven't looked at that in the game or if it's even in. I'm guessing it will. They're talking about
Forza
assists now.
Motorsport
I'll let you
6
listen.
is a realistic simulation that features several assists to make driving approachable for everyone. In the assists menu, you can adjust these settings to experience the full depth of this simulation.
Yeah, I'll answer the question again, guys. If somebody wants to type in the chat when anybody asks,